Over the course of just 2 patches, DICE has been able to rehabilitate Star Wars Battlefront 2 from a demoralizing loot grind to a rewarding play experience that leaves you feeling proud of your accomplishments. The first update was released in March and implemented the much-anticipated progression overhaul 5 months after EA removed the ability to purchase loot boxes with real money. It represents the bulk of Battlefront 2's improvements, and April's cosmetic update puts the finishing touches on the game's new economy and reward system. Together, these updates were able to bring the game's core combat and vehicle mechanics to the forefront, and finally deliver on the promise of your favorite Star Wars characters fighting it out on battlefields all across the galaxy. Instead of relying on loot boxes to randomly give out rewards, you now have to level up your units in order to earn skill points to unlock and upgrade star cards. Every point of BP you earn in a match gets applied to your unit's experience total, and levels come at a steady pace, so you'll earn new star cards at a rate much faster than under the old loot box system. The only trade-off is that you can no longer unlock star cards across different classes, and hero ships don't currently have a consistent game mode in which to level up. But these feel like easily fixable annoyances, unlike the systemically harmful loot box system that shipped at launch. On top of that, every hero unit from the base game and Season 1 are automatically unlocked for everyone, so you no longer have to grind credits for Darth Vader and Luke Skywalker. Veteran players will also be relieved to know that any previously unlocked star cards will remain accessible regardless of unit level, and spare parts can be spent to purchase skill points for any hero or unit at a flat rate of 40 parts per point. The progression update also came with a small change to the arcade. While it still limits how many credits you can earn per day, all weapons and epic level star cards are freely equipable for use in the arcade, so it no longer feels like taking the time to do the arcade missions the strictly worst progression route, the multiplayer. Instead, the arcade feels like a fun playground where you can freely experiment with star card combinations and a series of unique challenges. With loot boxes removed, credits have been freed up to purchase cosmetic options for your units, as well as any new hero units introduced in Season 2 and beyond. Unfortunately, the credit grind for some of the rarer cosmetic items is reminiscent of some of the worst hero grinds before they slashed prices by 75%, and feel like they were geared to encourage direct purchase through the reintroduced crystal currency. However, this cosmetic grind still feels less egregious than the old hero and star card grind, and the high credit prices also feel like a response to the unused credits some players banked into the hundreds of thousands while waiting for the new economy to get implemented. DICE has also shown a willingness to respond to player feedback and adjust prices for heroes in the past, so it's possible that these initial cosmetic costs will eventually get discounted in the future. Ultimately, Battlefront 2 is the best that it's ever been, and is finally able to live up to the legacy of previous titles in the series. I wholeheartedly recommend this game to anyone who is a fan of Star Wars and first-person shooters, even if they were turned away by the game's original loot box economy. I give Star Wars Battlefront 2 a New Hope out of 5.